Okay, so today is April the 25th, and what I'm going to do is go over this integer operations review 2 and work the problems, kind of going back over the rules of what to do. Now, first things first, in my class, we have tried to separate the problems where the add and subtract stops and the multiply divide begins. So, do y'all see where it kind of officially ends? I think add subtract down here at 28. Okay. Now, personally, I'm going to just do the add and subtract first, because if I try to do them mixed up, I'm going to end up, it just gets ugly. So, okay, here we go. I think I want to do this. 1 second. Okay. Now, just to kind of recap the rules, or reteach, whatever you want to call it. Okay, so rule number 1 was to find any double signs that are out there that need to be changed. So, we know that for add and subtract, okay, the first rule is if there's double signs like a plus plus or a minus minus, they're turning into pluses. If it is a plus minus or a minus plus, we need to change it into minuses. So I'm going to go through and I'm just going to do this top kind of section. Okay. So, the ones that need to be changed on this top section are this one, right? There's a double sign in the middle. It needs to turn into a minus. 1 second, I got to scoot all my papers around. Okay, let's see. Double signs, double signs, double signs, and that one. That one needs to turn into a minus also. Okay. Next step is I go ahead and bring down the rest of the problem. I'm going to bring down the -4, bring down the 5, bring down the -17 and the 25, and then honestly I kind of cross out what is above it, because if not, we have just found that we make a lot of mistakes. Okay. Then, second step is, or second part of this, we're going to, okay, same signs add, different signs subtract. So, if it's 2 positives or 2 negatives, we're going to add. If it is different signs, we're going to subtract. Okay, so I'm now looking. I'm starting out here. Let's see. These are the same sign. They're both negative, so I'm going to add. That would give me 9. These are the same signs. Since they're both negatives, I'm going to add. These are different signs, so I'm going to subtract. Same signs, I'm going to add. Same signs, I'm going to add. Okay, looking at this new writing here, same signs, so we should be adding. And different signs, subtract. I'm just checking my math. On something like this, guys, this goes for all of you, listening, not listening, whatever it's doing, okay? Don't write, like I know it's subtraction, and I know it's 31 minus 4, but don't write it here. Don't write 31 minus 4. If you're going to write 31 minus 4, write it off to the side. And do the borrowing like that, because that's going to be an 11. 11 minus 4, 7, and then bring down the 2. That way, you're still doing the next step correctly. Okay? Yes? Which one?
63.
It is 63. This one? Okay. Guys, I make mistakes all the time. Listen, 9 plus 4, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, carry a 1, 4, 5, 6. I make mistakes, I'm not going to lie. There we go, 63. Okay. Thank you. It's okay, I make mistakes. The last step, now that they've cleared that up for me, thank goodness. This is why I don't like videoing when y'all are gone, because then I have no one to correct my mistakes. Just kidding. Okay, last step is keep the sign of the larger number. Okay. And remember, what we're meaning by that is the absolute value larger number. Okay. So I go through and I look. For this one, 5 would be a larger number. Since it's got a negative, my answer needs a negative. 9's a larger number. Since it has a negative, 12 needs a negative. 18's larger. It's positive. 4's positive. 32's negative, so my answer's negative. That should be positive. Looking at the new writing, that 25 is negative, so that answer's negative. And 31's positive, so 27's positive. Any questions on that row? Good so far? Okay. I'm going to move to the next row. See if you can be finding your doubles while I find a better pencil. Ha-ha. At least a different color pen. Okay. Here we go. I'll find my doubles. Let's see here. Okay. Doubles would be this one turns into plus. This one turns into plus. Ooh, that one turns into a plus. And then that one turns into a minus. Okay. Next thing is I usually get rid of the old problem a little bit. Okay. Step 2, here we go. Same signs add, different signs subtract. Okay, different signs subtract. Different signs subtract. Nope, same signs add. Different signs subtract. Okay, same signs add. And then same signs add. You can see me working. And same signs add. And I'm trying to do these off the top of my head, so if I make a mistake, y'all tell me. Okay, last step is positive or negative. We need to keep the sign of the larger number. Here we go. 7's negative, so 5 is negative. 9 is positive, so 3 is positive. 10 is negative, 13's negative. 42's positive. 42's positive. 29's negative. And 35's negative. Good? Okay. We'll kind of scoot it over. Okay, I'll probably do these two sets kind of together. Here we go. I'll do these. I'll do all the doubles here. So we got that one should be a minus. This one should be a minus. Let's see. Plus. Let's see. Plus. this side. Okay, that would be a plus. Okay, so that's all the ones I should have fixed up. I'm going to kind of put a line through the top part of it in hopes that I don't really look back at that. Do not rewrite the other ones. These should just look like they are right now. Okay, step 2. Add for the same signs add, different signs subtract. So, same signs add, different signs subtract. Here we go. Can y'all see? Yeah, you can see 3. Okay, so different signs subtract, same signs add, different signs subtract. Making sure I'm getting the right number. Okay, same signs add, same signs add. Let's see, different signs subtract. 36. Okay. Different signs subtract. Let me make sure. 12. Yes, okay. Different signs subtract. Let's see, same signs add. Different signs subtract. Interesting. Same signs add. Different signs subtract. Okay. Different signs subtract. And different signs subtract. And it wouldn't surprise me if I missed one. Which one? 19. Let's see. It is 77. I haven't sat here and said 5 plus 2 is 7 and then still wrote a 5. It is a 77. Let me do this. Whoa. Okay. Okay.
You said that there was 2 signs in 28. There's only one.
Yeah, if there's only one sign, you just leave it. If there's 2 symbols, you want to change it. Is that good?
You just confused me because you said 28. 2 signs.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. They have, this one is different signs subtract. Anybody else? Okay, now let's go to the symbols. Keep the sign of the larger number. Whew, here we go. Okay, 8 is larger, so that'd be positive. 17's larger, that'd be negative. 21 would be, 16 would be negative. Positive. That would be negative 77. Positive 36. Negative 13. Okay, positive. Positive. Negative. Positive. 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 And positive. That took me a minute. Whew. That's not easy to sit here and add and subtract in front of you people, especially that many. Listen, tomorrow, if you want to use a piece of paper, get it out, it'll be blank, and then we'll, do this. That's fine. If you want to go across your paper, whatever it takes. If you need to highlight, if you want to, what I call, draw the pink line, that's fine with me. I do not mind at all. Okay. Now I'm going to do the bottom ones. Okay. To me, the rule that's like we don't talk about with the bottom ones is just that first you just do the math. You do either the multiply or the divide. Okay. Let me start by just showing this section, and then we'll kind of do the rest of them. With the multiply divide of integers. Okay. The first rule is, I call it do the math. Do whatever it tells you. Multiply or divide. Just like normal. Okay? So, the first one is, I think, division. 24 divided by 8. Ignore the symbols, just do the math. 24 divided by 8 is 3. 9 times 5. 45. 64 divided by 16. 4. And 12 times 4. 48. That means times, because that 12 is up against that parenthesis. Now, the step that's kind of new, or the part that we've had to learn this week, is if they have the same sign, we're going to have a positive answer. Okay. If they have different signs, negative answer. Okay. Now what this means is, looking back at the actual problem, like these are two different, this one's negative, that one's positive. Since they're different signs, we need a negative answer. These are different signs, negative answer. These are different signs, negative answer. These are different signs, negative answer. Okay, I'm sure there'll be some in a minute that have a positive answer. Okay, so let's do the next row. If you need to jot this, any of these in the corner of your paper, just, you can do the math down here and stuff, it's fine. I probably will have one in a minute that I have to do that on. Okay, so, here we go. I know it goes that, and then that. Okay, 98.
75. 65. 75.
That one's 75. That one's 65. 5 times 3 is 15. Carry 1, 65. Okay, so I did the math. Now, same sign, different signs. Okay, if they're same signs, positive. Same sign, positive answer. Different signs, negative answer. Okay, different signs, negative answer. Same signs, positive answer. Okay, I think some of you, when you've missed them, you've just forgotten to go back and do that step. That's, just, or skipped it or something.
Number 41, I accidentally
divided, yes. And I'll be honest, y'all know I wear these glasses. I keep staring at that division sign and making sure it's divide, not add. And my brain has added this week instead of doing what it's supposed to do. It's not, it's interesting. It takes time. Okay, so I'm going to kind of do these. First, I'm going to do the math. Now remember, fraction bars mean divide. So 40 divided by 20 is 2. 5 times 12, 60. 3 times 12, 36. 65 divided by 5, you had me thrown off. I was thinking it was addition. 13, okay. 12 times 3, 36. That's okay. 64 divided by 16, 4. 18 divided by 9, 2. And then 12 times 9, 108. Okay, now, did the math. Now I'm going to go back and look at the signs. Sorry. Same signs, positive answer. Same sign, positive answer. Positive, different, negative. Same, different, same, same. Woo! Now, I know that this is not on the sheet, but I would like to show you what I've shown my other 4 classes real quick, which is what I'm going to call some writing issues. Okay, please look for 1 second. I know you're done, just watch. Okay, what has happened when I went to grade y'all's papers? They weren't always this neat, okay? And tomorrow, for a 100-point test, we want it to be really neat. Here's why. Let me show you some things I've gotten. And guys, I've gotten this from more than one kid, I promise. So look, okay. The first thing might be something like this. Well, to be honest, if I'm sitting in my house, I might think it's a set. Now, I'll admit that one's a little more separated than some of them I've seen. I've seen them like that, where it is literally like up tall. I gotta know what it is. Like, there shouldn't be a debate on what it is, okay? Make sure if it's like a -1, it's got some separation, okay? Here's another thing. I have seen it written like this, like -1, but then when they circled it, that negative sign gets swallowed in the circle. This sounds silly, but guys, 180 papers, grading times 40 problems tomorrow, you want to make it neat, okay? Here's the next one I've seen, and I've seen this from a lot of kids. You might look at it funny, but I know what it means. Equals and a negative sign. Oh, yeah. See, aren't you glad Miss Donna who's smart? Listen, separate it a little bit. Okay? Here's another one. The negative sign shouldn't be on the outside of the circle. Okay? I've seen it. Listen, if you really want me to grade it right, like, here's the thing. I will probably have to take these things home and grade them. So, there's no questioning, hey, what'd you mean by this? Here's, did I do them all? No, here's the last one. Wait a minute. The 10 is the biggie. I've seen the 10, and I've seen it look like that, where the negative, there was one more I was going to show you. But anyway, just be careful with handwriting that I can read. Oh, here it is. This is it. Watch. And this is big time all over you people's papers. Okay. You see how it's -10? Okay. And then you decide, hey, I don't want that negative sign. So you do this. Okay. What if that person tries it again? It's kind of still there, isn't it? If I'm sitting on my couch next to my lamp, not in the bright sunshine, I might still think that's negative. If your eraser is like this one and not great, and you have scratched and scratched and scratched, and you still wonder if I'm going to wonder, I would rather you do that and get the right answer, okay? The other thing is this. Tomorrow, don't rush through it. Check your work. Just make sure 12 times 3 is 36 and you didn't put 12 times 3 is 24. That's where some of your smallest issues are. Okay? Thank you. You all kind of got your homework pre-done, which is nice. Good luck, Miss May's class.